All right. Dog lovers, you know how it is. You get home and your pup is just ecstatic, right?
Yeah.
You guys sent in a ton of stuff about how dogs show affection.
Yeah.
And it seems like they have a whole secret language, huh? So let's do a deep dive into these behaviors and try to figure out what they're really trying to tell us.
I'm so ready for this. This will be fun. I'm looking forward to digging into all these sources you guys sent. There are some really cool and interesting things in here, specific actions, things dogs do that tell us a lot about the bond between humans and canines.
Okay, so how about we start with that classic scene? You know, the one where you walk in a door after a long day and your dog just goes absolutely bonkers. It's almost comical, right?
It really is. I mean, can you imagine if we greeted each other like that? But, it's not just pure excitement. We got to remember, dogs are pack animals, right? Deep down, it's in their DNA.
Right.
And that crazy greeting, it's kind of their way of saying, phew, the leader's back. Everything's okay. It's relief, reassurance. And it reinforces that pack structure. Like all the anxiety they might have felt while you were gone, poof, gone.
That makes a lot of sense. And, speaking of pack behavior, that probably explains why dogs are just so much more physically affectionate than, say, cats.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had a cat just lean its whole body weight against you like a dog does? It's like a full body hug. I love it. What do you think is behind that? Like, what are they trying to say with that?
It is a full body hug.
Yeah.
And it's more than just wanting to be think about it. They're leaning on you, right? Like literally using you for support. Yeah. They're looking to you for protection, for reassurance. It's like they're saying, hey, keep me safe, alpha. Yeah. It all goes back to that need for security within the pack, Fascinating how those instincts are still so strong.
It really is. Now, while we're talking about those primal instincts, what about eye contact?
Yeah.
I was reading that locking eyes with your dog can release oxytocin, the love hormone.
Yeah.
And it happens in both of you. It's like an instant bonding moment.
You got it. And those long gazes, they create this amazing positive feedback loop. You look at them, they look at you, oxytocin flows, the bond deepens, everyone feels good. Studies have shown that dogs who make eye contact with their humans more often tend to have stronger, more secure attachments. It's like they're saying, you're my person, I trust you. It's pretty powerful stuff.
Okay, so I have to admit, sometimes the affection gets a little sloppy. You know what I'm talking about, those big, wet doggy kisses. Is that more than just like a taste test?
Oh, definitely. Licking is so deeply rooted in their nature. Think about mother dogs, right? They lick their puppies for everything, to clean them, to comfort them, to help them grow. It's a fundamental way they communicate.
Yeah.
And sure, maybe they like the salty taste of our skin, but licking can also be self-soothing for them. Like if a dog is anxious or stressed, you might see them licking more often. So it's not always just about showing affection.
Okay, so it's all about context.
Yeah.
Just like with the eye contact.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Another thing that always makes me laugh is when dogs bring us those gifts, like a slobbery chew toy or a half-eaten tennis ball. It's like, thanks, but no thanks. But hey, it's the thought that counts, right?
It really is. They're sharing what they value most. And I am Annis, the thought that counts. Remember, dogs don't think in terms of material possessions, a prized toy. To them, that's like giving you the key to the kingdom. It shows trust. It means they want you in their inner circle.
Oh, that's actually super sweet. Speaking of wanting to be close, what about those dogs that are like glued to their owner's side 24/7? I call them Velcro dogs. Why do they have to be so close all the time?
Pack mentality.
Yeah.
Gotta stay close to the leader, right? It makes them feel safe and secure. But, and this is important, it's not always that simple.
Yeah.
If a dog is constantly underfoot, it could be a sign of boredom or separation anxiety, or even a health problem. So it's always a good idea to rule those things out if it seems excessive.
Right. Good point. And, since we're talking about closeness, who doesn't love a good cuddle with their dog? It's just so comforting. So.
It totally is. And it releases those feel-good hormones for both of you, strengthens that bond, creates a sense of security, makes you feel content. But, and I think this is funny, dogs also cuddle to regulate their temperature. So if they move away sometimes, don't take it personally. Maybe they're just getting a little too toasty.
True. Okay, what about those gentle nose nudges they do? It's like they're saying, hey, pay attention to me.
Exactly. It's their polite way of getting your attention. Like, excuse me, but I need something. Could be food, could be playtime, could be they need to go out. It's definitely more subtle than barking or whining.
Oh, for sure.
It shows a level of trust and understanding in your relationship.
You know what else I love? Those deep, contented-sized dogs let out sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like they're melting into a puddle of pure relaxation.
Oh, I love that. And those soft sounds, totally different from barks or growls, right?
Hmm.
It means they feel completely at ease, like they're totally comfortable and safe in their environment. And not coincidentally, it often happens when they're close to their favorite people.
Oh, that makes me so happy. Okay, we can't wrap this up without talking about tail wags. It's the universal symbol of dog happiness.
It is, but, and I bet you didn't know this, there's actually more to it than that.
Really?
Yeah, a big full body tail wag. Yeah, that's usually pure joy. But did you know the direction of the wag can tell you a lot about their emotional state?
Oh, interesting.
If it's biased towards the right side of their body, it usually means positive emotions. But a left-leaning wag, sometimes that can signal anxiety or uncertainty.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah.
So it sounds like we need to pay attention to the whole picture, right? Not just individual behavior.
Absolutely. It's about observing those combinations of behaviors, looking at the context, and considering your dog's individual personality. That's how you truly understand what they're trying to say.
I've learned so much today. This deep dive has been amazing. So the next time your furry friend leans against you, gives you a sloppy kiss, or brings you a special gift, remember, they're speaking from the heart and maybe the stomach. Keep exploring that incredible bond. And until next time, happy tail wags to you and your pups.